Chicago. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're about to score another 100 on the
taken
field.
about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
Now, he wasn't playing that last game right here on earth, was he? I mean, there's just no way. I mean, that performance, that number of times getting the ball into the end zone, throwing it.
No interceptions,
No interceptions, took care of it. Yeah, he was a little otherworldly in his last performance.
Tannehill on first down. Open man is Komet. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On second down now. Galloway, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
And again this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to get it. He does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines, is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
God damn, who would be doing?
He is met in his tracks behind
You got
the
Chandler
line of
Jones and D
scrimmage.
tackle?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get
Oh, that's
in.
bullish. That's a
They stop
touchdown.
him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense was in a tough spot. An opportunistic defense takes advantage, get the turnover, they get the touchdown too.
I know this is going to sound strange, but oftentimes defenses call for this type of a play in this situation. Offense is pinned back near their own goal line. They tell them, be aggressive, go for the football, create a score. That's exactly what they did.
And it takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Gonna let one fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And Bert Turbin. A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Tannehill. He's got his
Get the fuck out of here.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Ravens 7, Bears 0.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill.
Oh, my.
And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then it's the wide receiver.
Offensive line, me, know this shit
Turn
though.
those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball.
Oh, my. This nigga jumped through my whole defense. Oh, I ain't holding 200 now for sure.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man. Complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds. Right down around the goal line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Makes the score.
And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
14.
And it never
Mark, you
hurts
get rid of your
to have
neighbor?
that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to stay at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
3rd and 10.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That's caught by Montgomery. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off play action, Tannehill. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, Tannehill. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Tannehill throwing again into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
Pass intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, I'll do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say
Gang
that,
cutter.
but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
There you have it. Halftime
Let's go.
quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10
motherfucking ass.
at at their own 17.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. They have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Now you want XP
to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Oh, you got that music playing over there?
Psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter.
No, I don't like on that radio. I don't like all that noise.
It's just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation.
You take the 14-point lead, y'all roll with it. What you mean?
Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry is the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again.
You shut the fuck up.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So into Bear territory now.
You know you got a date with Baltimore, though.
At the 47. Now this one to his running
back out
of the backfield. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
We didn't want you over there in that division.
47 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
You're here now, right?
Really increased their cushion.
You over here now, right?
Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
What quarter y'all was
pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
He don't even know what quarter it was. He was just feeling that good about it. He's feeling that good about his situation.
As we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about
I'm over here focused on the Baltimore Ravens.
Out of this grouping we currently have, and by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
You said it's up to you. You figure it out.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there in 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
3-yard line.
Now a
Oh,
play fake,
wow.
and it's and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Glad you
Yeah, you didn't win
Soldier
3,
Field
yeah.
in Chicago, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
At that point, yeah.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other problem. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
1st and 10. At their own.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
Can you imagine the motherfuckers had the bread on the other end? They sick.
Great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's...
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
2nd and 10.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open,
you know
and you don't have a running lane that you want to take.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. We'll chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
4th down, here's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front combination?
Because you
You and I both know it's almost always a collective deal.
And then 4, 3,800. Yikes.
Overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now this will
You've been out there getting to it.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I don't blame you.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that one got
fucking
tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anthony Miller.
A lot of times it's that
Be
first
betting
read
some
that you
ridiculous
have.
shit.
You get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's got a first down as he's...
Hey, bro, you got to have a monster. I got to punt the ball to these motherfuckers in the 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hell no. I got to get this motherfucker. I got a big game with the Snowhawks.
For this 3rd quarter of action, this is the National Football League.
Who the fuck are you?
Sports.
24.
Oh, not really.
Tannehill on first down. And he finds
Tannehill is out here completing every goddamn thing.
Midfield just a yard or two shy.
We just can't get to this motherfucker.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down,
These motherfuckers leaving tight ends in the block, all kind of shit going on.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Y'all ain't say what the hell y'all doing.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six.
He said the Motel 6, didn't he?
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had
you like that, dog? You heard the man say Motel 6, didn't you? You heard him, didn't you?
And it's no good. It has not been
nah,
yeah, definitely. So far.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless
he ain't say them people. He ain't say them people, Mark. Bro, why they keep leaving this tight end in the block, bro? This shit pissing me off.
Off the pick six, it's Tannehill. He'll get that complete to his tight end Komet. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I can't get this sorry motherfucker sack, bro.
Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete.
He said he's going to play the game. I just give him 14. Give him 14. They give him his momentum back, too.
The frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer.
You got a whole game to come back. Yeah, that's fair.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill.
Get the fuck out of here. I ain't get rid of that ball.
They'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They put a tight end over this time.
Go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
42-yard line.
Are you saying his shit ain't stable enough?
On first and 10, Tannehill. That's complete right side to Komet. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's the 41-yard
He got all kind of goddamn, all kind of Fortnite and shit going on in there.
Over 350 in this game.
Hey, plug. Say, hey, it's close to bath day.
If you're a defensive back and they put over 250 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Bath day.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Whoa.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. A throw left side taken in by Komet.
Oh, I'm putting that Zuzu out there.
Shy of the 10. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, Montgomery.
No, if he's sending this like it.
Touchdown, Chicago.
If Mark's in it.
David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown.
No, it's period. It's the person who, unless y'all send it at the same time.
He's
If
doing
the
his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
I got to put him over the ball
Tried
back.
to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go. The
Even
ball
better, y'all get this onside kick.
Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else,
Bam
now
day.
you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
Dallas.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's
Oh,
up
my
over
you.
100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's
talking
just
about
zipping
you.
along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is
Man, these
called.
motherfuckers throwing all these short-ass routes, man.
Lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Looking to throw again on 2nd.
Bro, stop with this bullshit.
The right side by Robinson. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays.
Bro, when they put the tight end in, get the fuck out of here,
Oftentimes in
man.
this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They
Offside.
can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Put your head in the game, you old
We looked at
motherfucker.
each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Bro, these motherfuckers keep putting the tight end in on me, bro.
Now Tannehill.
He get rid of.
Sideline incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Get him, nigga. There you go.
Pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches
Hey, you want more of them.
starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers,
Well, that's supposed to hold these motherfuckers to 200 yards. They motherfuckers threw for 400 some change.
They expected it,
The
and got there and
shit.
popped it free.
What the fuck?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked
Pick
up
six
by
work
Marlon
better.
Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a
I think he got 2
pick
sacks and a tackle for loss.
touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra
Now
point.
remember, this is the #1 defense in the net.
In fact, let me go look at his stat line. Put and turn the music back on. He ain't in this bitch no more. Mark, I need you to win that fucking game too. I'm tripping. He got tackle for loss, 2 sacks, yeah. I'll go to 1 right here if you win this game.
Example
Shows that they set an aggressive tone.
I'm 5 because he lead the division right now because I gifted him a win. But if I got to go take it myself, I will. I ain't got no problem with that.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I'm going to take it myself, but shit, you made it easy.
The end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
They're going to say, yeah, all right, he got it now.
Driven down.
He got it now for sure.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Tannehill. And quickly,
what them over one top table about?
And mark him down way up close to
I'm going to tune in over there, too. What's the score?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He'll get this underneath.
The running back beat my fucking...
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
What was that?
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted.
Oh, good pick, Abram.
4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
This is caught at the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game.
Hell of an idea there.
You know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy
eat shit with say Louisiana
is,
no. Not right now.
If we just go ahead and take a knee now,
That
we're
shit
actually
was
showing
nasty as
you
hell.
disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
Mark need to win that game.
Because victory,
need to win that for the hood.
Chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Did it?
Here's Tannehill. And he goes down. The
Get
Ravens
that
able
sack?
to get to him. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 3rd down, they need to get to
Look,
the
I met old
28
Essay down in
first.
Florida. Goddamn, used to have a food truck in L.A. You know some about the food trucks, don't you?
To throw is Tannehill. He's got his man. It's Williams.
Oh, this motherfucker takes 500 yards out of the
Chicago. Preston Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of a move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
That motherfucking PS5 still on this start.
No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the back.
Hey, I was laughing when you said that. Yeah, I was too, because I was like, you know what, you probably right.
So they say no to the penalty.
Yeah, he just told that motherfucker get him. Nah, that shit true. I know he had. I know for a fact he had. Because I ain't seen the motherfucker online or nothing.
That's how you get hurt.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.